Hey you guys, it's Lynnea. Welcome to the March features for LDRS Creative. Today I'm going to be doing a card with the Slimline Scallop Die set. This is one of the new dies from the spring release and it's so super fabulous. So I took the outside die and just die cut a panel to create a slimline card, and it has this super fun stitched border. Now, also included in this Slimline Scallop Die set are these stackable hearts and circles. So I'm going to take the circle die and die cut it once from the upper portion and once from the lower portion, keeping it evenly spaced because I'm going to be using the Love You die in the center. And what's super fun about these circle dies is that it leaves a stitched border around the negative portion and the positive portion. So I'm going to save those positive circle dies for another project. Now I have the Coming Up Daisy stencil. This is one of an older stencils, but I love the LDRS Creative scene building stencils. It's so super fun. You can build all kinds of little springtime scenes with this stencil, but I'm just going to use this top hilly border. So I'm using some masking tape to mask off the bottom portions because I don't want to have any of these flowers or the fence or anything stenciled onto my card. And I'm going to go in with all 12 of the new spring hybrid ink colors and just do some rainbow ink blending. So here you see me here with the Soft Kisses ink. And what I like about this is that it's a nice pale pink, but I really loaded up my brush with this ink and then I gave it a good press as well onto my cardstock. So you can kind of make this ink darker by building it up. You can see how I keep going over and over and over and really building up that color. This one is Fandango, and then I'm going to move on to all of the rest of the colors. So I'll go on to Tickled Pink, Tangerine Dream, Banana Cream Pie, Pistachios Aplenty, Prickly Pear Perfection, Marina Madness, Tropical Sea, Fairy Dust, Parisian Purple, and Boysenberry Blast. And I'm just going to blend all the way down this long slimline die cutout, just using my different ink blending brushes, and I'm kind of keeping the ink darker at the bottom, so at the base of the stencil, and lighter at the top. So I'm blending off the top of the stencil and keeping that border darker there. Now to clean my stencil, because these are hybrid inks, my stencil's going to get a little bit dirty, but I love to use the Extreme Clean Stamp Cleaner from LDRS Creative. This is what I use to clean all of my stamps, my stencils, everything. It works so amazingly. Now, along where I had done the stenciling, where I kept the ink darker, I'm going to go in with a little bit of glitter in my glitter brush here and just add some shimmer and shine to kind of give a little bit of more definition to these rainbow hills. Look how pretty this whole background is. I was so excited with how this turned out. I think it's so gorgeous and so pretty. So I'm going to be using the Veggie Pals stamp set to go along with this. I didn't keep a lot of the coloring in here. I wanted the focus of this video to be kept on the slimline die, and then I cut those circles out of the background die. I'm going to be creating a shaker card, so that's going to be super fun. So I stamped out a couple of these little images. I've already colored a tomato and a little piece of broccoli, coloring the carrot now, and then I'll also color this little corn on the cob guy. And I think that these little veggies are so cute. They're just so excited, and even my son loves them. He loves vegetables, and so he loves to color these little guys. He thinks they're so cute. Once I've colored and die cut out my little veggies, I have taken the Love You die, and I've die cut that 3 times from heavyweight white cardstock, and I'm going to stack up these words, or letters rather, to create a dimensional sentiment. And I like to do this because it's easier for me than it is to cut little pieces of foam tape, which you could definitely do, but for me it's easier to die cut 3 or 4 of the sentiments and then just glue the individual letters together. And I like to use liquid adhesive because I can kind of squish the letters around and get them lined up perfectly that way. Once that's done, I'm going to set that aside to dry. I've added some double-sided adhesive around the back of those die cut circle windows, and I'm going to add pieces of acetate to the back to create a shaker card. I'm creating a standard shaker card, one that probably most of us have created before. So I've taken some foam tape, I doubled it up, and I removed both sides of the backing. I find that it's a lot easier to manipulate the foam tape around a circle this way. And I'm just going to form a little shaker well here, going all the way around those die cut circles and making sure that the foam tape meets up at the edge so that none of my little shaker bits will fall out. Once I have those circles kind of created with this shaker well, I'm going to use more foam tape to go all around the rest of the back of this slimline die cut to give some support to the back of my card. I filled in those shaker wells with some rainbow little circle confetti bits, and then I'm using a piece of pattern paper from the Sweet Sensations pattern paper pad. Now these little shaker bits are actually foam, so they're not moving around quite like I hoped, but that's okay. I still think that they're super cute, especially with that polka dot pattern paper in the background, and then you have the little circle embellishments that match the rainbow ink blending on the front of the card. It all just works together so cute. I've added some foam squares to the back of these little veggie pals, and I'm just going to position them around the windows, not really covering up the windows a lot because I want those little shaker bits to be able to be seen. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial creating a shaker card with the Slimline Scallop Die set from LDRS Creative. I will catch you guys next time. Bye!